Hello, Leo. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing very, very well, Leo. Let's see how your energies are going to be at this moment so you can use them to your advantage and see a situation from a new point of view. This reading is general. Take what resonates with you. Don't discard the message. And it applies to all those who have their sun, ascendant, as well as their moon or Venus in the sign of Leo. I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Remember to activate all the bells so you can get notifications of the new videos I upload. If you want, you can follow me on my other TikTok and Instagram accounts, where I will be uploading new content. If you need a consultation with me, you can write to the email shown on the screen, and I will send you all the information you need. I have activated 3 phone lines for Argentina, Spain, and the rest of the world. There, you will be able to contact a tarot office 24 hours a day. You will be assisted by a group of highly trusted tarot readers who will answer all your questions. For more information, you can find it in the description of this video. Let's channel a message for the sign of Leo then. Leo? This starts with the 10 of Swords. We have the 2 of Swords and we have the 4 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. Wow, Leo. There is an energy, a little bit of tension, right? But I feel it more. It's like, what do we need to loosen up? What do we need to let go of? In what area of your life do you feel like, no? Or like, I shouldn't close off anymore, right? Like that need to open up, that need to maybe create some distance, to break away from a structure, from a limit maybe, to let go. Something that was there, like blocking you internally, or something that was being held onto tightly. The energy is pointing to something that's changing. There's something in the air that's changing. New things are coming, and you're being asked to be flexible with these changes. So, leave what behind. Maybe a fixed attitude, maybe a rigid stance of saying you'll keep doing things this way or keep thinking this way. I feel like I've reached a limit, but maybe here it's hard to recognize what needs to be let go. It's like saying, well, I feel that this situation or what I'm doing isn't giving results like it did in the past. So you reach a kind of ending, a conclusion, a limit. But it could also be that here you kind of don't accept what has ended or what's not working. Why? Why? Because there's an attachment to what's safe, whether it's the past, a comfort zone, or something like that. To not fully open up, to not accept something. Is the energy asking this of you? No. Notice that there are like a lot of arms there, right? These arms that are crossed, kind of holding something back, like not wanting to let go. Here what we have is openness. So it's a key moment. Leo, now we're going to see where this is going, because for each of you, Leo, this could be in a different area. It's a moment. I feel it as a rebirth. It's a moment of enlightenment. It's a moment to stand up again, a moment to change a way of thinking, an ideology, a belief, to take a new approach, also in life, or to prepare yourself to meet a new version of yourself, to unlock yourself, to open up. And sometimes, yes, you don't open up because sometimes there are fears of being exposed or being vulnerable. And you put up those barriers that the mind sometimes uses to defend itself from new things. It defends itself when it feels uncomfortable and creates a bit of distance. So, have you ever gone through a complex situation, or has there been some kind of limit situation? I feel like your mind has defended itself from this, And maybe it's created some kind of block. The thing is that these blocks stagnate your energy and make you rigid. The energies, as we've said, are changing. And what you're being asked for here is agility to handle this situation. I feel that as the days go by, it's like you'll start to understand why what happened. It's like you'll begin to grasp the root of the change. Open yourselves up to go with the flow. Be flexible with this situation. Let go or release what needs to be released. It's an energy that invites openness. Let's see, honestly, the beginning really surprised me, this reading. Let's see how all of this continues. I read. General and available energy. Interesting invoices appear, substantial payments in the Ace of Pentacles, gold, the Five of Swords, and the High Priestess. Well, I feel that this situation is somewhat connected to the emotional and sentimental side. Now, we're not talking here about the end of a relationship, but maybe it's about the end of a dynamic in a bond, like a before and after, a reset. Letting go of an old way of relating to your partner or to this relationship. Going from something more casual, if that's the case, or if there was something like dating, to moving on to something more real, with more weight, with more definition, something more concrete, not just stable, but mature. Take your time here to process emotions, to process feelings, to observe, and above all, to analyze. Maybe you need a little extra time there to process everything that's being processed. Since you're seeing a lot, you're observing a lot, but there are many things inside you. Maybe things that still haven't come out, many things you're holding in, many things you might want to say that you want to let out, which could also be secrets. And this is surely about to happen. I feel that in this relationship, there might be a dynamic. I don't know if they've lost touch over some issue or not, if they've come to an agreement about the relationship or about each other's goals. I don't know if they're aiming for the same place or if their interests, both of their interests, have clashed or come into conflict. This isn't about abandoning ship. No, it's not about running away or leaving, but about processing, analyzing, and connecting deeply with the other person. To lift the veil and see everything that was happening underneath, not on the surface, but what was happening deep down. Because I feel that now you have the key to connect with others in a really deep way. This is like connecting from heart to heart, connecting from the soul. And when you connect there in such a deep way, yes, sometimes fears appear, insecurities appear, because the connection is getting deeper. Maybe what the reading is telling you is that you and your partner, or in your relationship, are entering a stage of greater connection, of greater depth. And this requires honesty. It requires being sincere. It requires a kind of total revelation with the other person, total honesty. And you have here the opportunity to start a new project with this person. That's why there's something that ends, and it ends strongly. Maybe it's something or a dynamic you had gotten used to, which at one point gave you security, but now maybe it's not working. And if you keep holding on to it or keep maintaining it, of course, it creates sparks, it creates friction. Let's see how all of this continues. It's gotten really interesting. General and available energy for the sign Leo. Let's draw 3 more arcana. You have here the 7 of Wands, we have the Lovers, and we have the Hierophant 7 of Pentacles. Well, this is pretty clear. The opportunity, of course, to start a new stage in this relationship is obvious. But it's true, this issue of differences may be something to face, not something to defend, but also to defend a position, to defend your energy, your convictions, your beliefs. No, many times these oppositions are useful, or sometimes these confrontations, not to get into conflict, but to define, because contrast defines. Not to define what one wants versus what the other wants and try to reach an agreement. What I feel is that you are entering a stage where, first of all, I see that there will be a conversation, there will be communication, a very deep communication between you. I have no doubt that the love and attraction, the chemistry in this couple is electric. It's exciting. And that's why I say this. Life is giving you the opportunity to start something new between you, to cross a bridge and begin to build a different path in your relationship. But before this, there are surely things that need to be discussed. Maybe new boundaries or different kinds of rules, different norms. This yes, this no, this bothers me. We agree on this. It's also about having respect, not just respect in the couple, but respect in the relationship. That's why these boundaries are often clarified. This isn't new. Maybe this has been going on for a while. We've seen that there was something kept inside, something that had been processing over time. And maybe now is the moment or the opportunity, because this has come to light, this has surfaced. That's why I say it's been there for a while. And when something surfaces, it's the moment of truth. It's the moment of revelation. Take a moment there to evaluate the situation, to reflect. I repeat, this is not about breaking a bond or anything like that, but rather about giving it a different path. I feel that you are also entering into a new belief regarding the relationship, a new ideology. To start having other kinds of habits, customs, and to communicate much more. Because I feel that this is going to benefit this new path that is about to begin with this person. Let's see what we have in the oracle, dear Leo. Let's see what your advice is going to be. Leo, let's take this one. You have the moose here, and the moose brings you nobility. It tells you, celebrate your achievements with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to overcome challenges is limitless. Dear Leo, this is what we have seen for all of you. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you here next time.